In the royal world, not everyone needs a crown to live like royalty. Some just inherit the last name, the legacy, and learn how to turn quiet privilege into billion-dollar power. That's Princess Beatrice. In 2025, she's not the most photographed royal. She's not a working senior member of the firm. But don't let that fool you. Behind the palace curtains and away from the headlines, Princess Beatrice of York is living a life of unmatched luxury, quiet influence, and billion-dollar access. Born in August 1988, Beatrice Elizabeth Mary is the eldest daughter of Prince Andrew, Duke of York, and Sarah Ferguson, also known to the world as Fergie. As the first female royal in the direct line of succession to attend a regular university, she graduated from Goldsmiths, University of London with a degree in history and history of ideas. But her royal education didn't stop there. She learned early how to balance a title with independence. She never carried the full weight of royal duty like her cousins William or Harry, but she was always there, smiling on the Buckingham Palace balcony, attending major state events, and occasionally making headlines for her bold fashion choices. Remember that fascinator at Will and Kate's wedding? Yes, that one. It trended on Twitter for days. Fast forward to 2025, and Beatrice is no longer just the Queen's granddaughter. She's now a mother, a tech investor, a philanthropist, and thanks to her marriage, a modern aristocrat in 2 countries. In July 2020, she married Edoardo Mapelli Mozzi, property developer, multi-millionaire, and Italian nobility. That's right. While she was born a British royal, she married into an ancient Italian noble family. Edoardo's father, Count Alessandro Mapelli Mozzi, once represented Great Britain as a skier in the 1972 Olympics. Through marriage, Beatrice acquired the title of Contessa and Nobile Donna, translated Countess and Noble Lady. So yes, technically, she's a princess and a countess. Try fitting that on a business card. But let's talk money. Beatrice doesn't receive public funds from the sovereign grant. That's reserved for working royals like King Charles, Queen Camilla, and the Prince and Princess of Wales. Instead, her income is drawn from a blend of family trusts, private investments, and her husband's thriving real estate empire. Edoardo, known as Edo to friends, founded Bonda Property, a firm that specializes in ultra-luxury development projects. We're talking London townhouses worth £10 million, Knightsbridge penthouses with private cinemas, and countryside estates designed for foreign billionaires. As of 2025, Banda is valued at over £150 million, $190 million, and Edo reportedly owns a significant equity share. Together, Beatrice and Edo live across multiple homes. Their primary residence is a luxurious property in St. James's, central London, tucked behind security gates and surrounded by embassies and blue plaques. Estimated value, around £5 million, $6.3 million. Inside, it's rumored to have custom interiors, a temperature-controlled wine cellar, and, naturally, a nursery suite for their daughter, Sienna. They also frequent Edo's family estate in northern Italy, nestled near Lake Como. Yes, the same region George Clooney calls home. The villa is a 17th century masterpiece with terraced gardens, a vineyard, and rooms still decorated in Renaissance-era frescoes. It's said to host exclusive summer getaways with business partners, designers, and other minor royals. But the couple's real power comes from their network. Through Beatrice's family and Edo's connections, they move effortlessly between royal circles and billionaire boardrooms. Beatrice herself is no stranger to business. In the past decade, she's worked for companies like Affinity, a data and AI firm, and has consulted with tech startups focused on personalized education and health optimization. She may be royal, but she's also boardroom fluent. In 2023, she quietly joined the advisory board of a sustainability-focused VC fund that backs green construction and AI-driven learning tools. Her private portfolio is rumored to include stakes in 3 edtech companies, 2 wellness brands, and 1 London-based fintech startup that specializes in secure transactions for high-net-worth individuals. Together, she and Edo are building what some insiders now call a royal-adjacent empire. They have no shortage of influential friends, tech founders, art collectors, discreet billionaires, and foreign dignitaries. Beatrice is frequently seen at private salons, investment dinners, and invitation-only charity galas in Mayfair and Monaco. But she's not all business. In 2025, Beatrice has firmly embraced her role as a royal patron and public advocate, especially for dyslexia awareness. Diagnosed herself as a child, she's been a longtime champion for inclusive education. In fact, she's credited with helping bring cutting-edge reading software into several UK school systems. She's also a patron of Helen Arkle Dyslexia Charity and the English National Ballet School. This year, she co-founded an initiative that pairs AI literacy tools with neurodivergent student outreach programs, a cause that blends her personal story with her professional expertise. When it comes to fashion, she's no longer the awkward dresser tabloids once teased. Beatrice in 2025 is polished, intentional, and increasingly bold. She's become a front-row regular at London and Paris Fashion Week, seen wearing Erdem, Emilia Wickstead, and sometimes even bold Alexander McQueen numbers. She's known for favoring sustainable luxury and often chooses British designers to support local talent. One standout outfit in 2024, a recycled pale blue couture gown, landed her on several best-dressed royals lists, just above Princess Charlene of Monaco. Her jewelry collection, inherited heirlooms mixed with modern elegance. Think antique brooches from Queen Victoria's era, paired with Cartier watches and contemporary Fabergé pieces. For royal events, she often wears tiaras on loan from the Royal Vault, including the York tiara gifted to her mother, Sarah Ferguson, by the Queen. Their children, Beatrice's daughter Sienna and Eugenie's sons August and Ernest, are growing up in a quiet circle of royal cousins who aren't burdened by the full spotlight, but will still have access to some of the most powerful institutions in the world. Beatrice's daughter Sienna, now 4, reportedly attends one of London's most elite nurseries, where tuition tops £25,000, $31,000 a year. The curriculum includes languages, violin, etiquette, and even mindfulness. Royal but modern. Despite the privilege, Beatrice remains refreshingly low-key. She's often seen walking Sienna to school herself, dressed in jeans, sunglasses, and designer flats. No entourage. She's also a regular at the Chelsea Farmers Market and occasionally stops by the gym at Equinox Kensington. Her public appearances are deliberate. She doesn't overexpose herself. When she speaks at an event or posts to her limited social media, it's always on message, usually related to dyslexia, education, or environmental impact. No controversy, no scandal, just influence, exercised quietly. In many ways, Princess Beatrice represents a new kind of royal, one that isn't beholden to the palace PR machine, but still knows the power of heritage, etiquette, and legacy. She doesn't need to rule a kingdom. She's managing a personal empire. While she may not wear the crown, Princess Beatrice is living a life that rivals, and in some ways surpasses, many of her higher-profile relatives. And maybe that's the point. In the Windsor dynasty, not every royal needs to be front-page news. Some build their world quietly and live like billionaires in the background.